Move over wind and solar. A new power player in renewable energy is about to make some waves.
In terms of purely how much power can be extracted from the ocean, that number is pretty massive. It's about 15% of global demand.
During the project,
Engineers Balki Nair, Rahul Shendere, and Tim Munden had a company called Oscilla Power. With support from the National Science Foundation, they're developing a utility-scale wave energy harvester called the Triton.
The West Coast is really where the gold mine is in the U.S., where you've got great high-energy waves and you've got growing demand for electricity.
Here at their Seattle workshop, the team is working hard to hone the design and build the components. They have a few rounds of tests under their belt, both in indoor tanks and open water. But the technical challenges are daunting. Pounding surf and corrosive salt water are tough on machines.
it's a very, very multidisciplinary engineering problem. You have hydrodynamics, you have mechanical engineering, you have civil structures, you have electrical engineering, you have composites, you have materials science, and all sorts of different areas that have to come into play in order to make something that works.
And the technology has to do more than just work. It has to work at the right price.
For wave energy to do what it's capable of doing, costs need to come down on the order of 10 to 15 cents a kilowatt hour or lower.
The Triton uses an electromagnetic process called magnetostriction. A floating platform houses generators made of a special metal alloy. Tethers connect that to a heavy ring called a heave plate.
The heave plate actually wants to sit still, and what results is changes in tether tension that happen continuously as waves interact with the device. And it's that tether tension change that we tap into to create electricity.
It's a sturdy system with few moving parts, rugged enough to stand up to harsh seas with little need for maintenance.
So here's just a schematic representation of our system.
The team plans more tests with increasingly larger and more sophisticated prototypes. At full scale, each Triton system will be 30 yards wide and will power more than 650 homes.
Ultimately, what wave energy offers is an opportunity to take a very large resource that hasn't been a part of the mix today and isn't really been considered in that sense, and allow it to play a role.
Tapping the ocean for clean power at a competitive price. It's an electrifying prospect.